or a Legion, or even the Ember Spirit. But it does give you that Starstorm to hit all the illusions and say, okay, which one's real? It's that one. Get it. Now. Yep. So it gives them a way to isolate a target for either Beastmaster or Bane to lock down, and hopefully Tiny or an IO to come through and burst down.
Alright, and with that, if you're just tuning in, welcome. My name is Dragondrop. I'm joined by Revo here for this first game in the Dota 2 Champions League. This matchup between PRIES and the HellRaisers. An upper bracket match. Loser of this isn't out of it. But the winner of this will already punch their ticket to the main phase past the group stage. So interesting development here. Both teams smoke up into the other team's jungle. Gonna play some observer wards here. This one will block this camp. PRIES, not so much. But yeah, there won't be any action. Let's take a quick look at the lineup, starting with the HellRaisers. We've got ENG on that Tiny. We've got Shachlo working towards this bottom lane on the Beastmaster. Mirana, played by Stanley here. I'm just going to call him Yamaha, I think he was called in on their website. The Apathy, well-known player here in the scene, playing the Bane support, and that leaves Goddamn on that Ball of Light, the Wisp.
And up here on, is it PRIES?
PRIES, yeah.
Okay. Kot will be on the Earthshaker. We've got Miposhka on the Tusk, a relatively well-known player. Barash is going to be here on the Queen of Pain. We'll have Metbum on the Silencer, and last but not least, it's Bogdwajan on Phantom Lancer. I've butchered these names.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's really hard, especially the Phantom Lancer. I think Rapture nailed it the other night when we were casting the finals. Bogdwajan, it's kind of rolls off the tongue if you have a little bit of practice, but other than that. But yeah, with Tiny Mid, kind of classic combo. Gotham already has his bottle, of course, but nice extra fissure block coming actually in. Only one level onto Queen of Pain, and the Wisp is still healthy behind that. But with Poshka's here too, they really want to kill this Tiny. Oh wow, they get the first blood here with the freaking ice shots after the fissure, just blocking in indefinitely. Feels like Barash almost trying to Wisp return, but now Gotham is in trouble. Can't. He's hitting quite heftily, and now Barashi gets the Shadow Strike off, and Devin Ninja comes in with the stun. Doesn't have any.
He does have another one for 12
though,
seconds.
So he just needs to try and walk up, and Wisp just dies to the damage over time after the extra bit of burst from the fissure, and this middle lane already going different from what we would have expected normally.
Yeah, it's an absolute disaster, and I'm not sure what Goddamn was doing. He was just sitting on a full bottle, not really healing anyone up. He had tether, and he was just like, Afro Ninja, you got caught out. Sorry, bud, you're dead.
Yeah, I mean, he did have the Shadow Strike on him, but those are ticked instances, so you have some time to pull up at least a little bit and not die to these kind of things. I mean, the first pickup for Afro Ninja, it's just pretty good play from PRIES with the excellent fissure block, and then...
But on bot,
we've
got Tusk going down. He's taking a lot of damage. One more right click will do it. And even with Mirana's somewhat lackluster early game damage, they're able to bring him down.
Well, there's a little bit of burst on that arrow here if you manage to get it on a decent length. That's exactly what the Bane allows you to, so no surprise to see them do well there. Yeah, I was just not ready to go into this kind of crazy game already. I gotta tell you too.
CIS Dota,
quite yet to the mode, but yeah, it's exactly how PRIES' games yesterday have been running as well. Another interesting part is this off-lane dual lane with the Phantom Lancer and the Silencer up against the Beastmaster. Is also not something that you see every day. Shachlo should be alright.
I find it odd that he goes for Glaives of Wisdom first, though. Especially against Beastmaster, who has somewhat mana problems. He's actually got 2 mangoes, just because he knows he's got those mana problems so much.
Well, yeah, that's the last word now. I was going to use that to try and farm up one of these boars.
We'll Beastmaster's already almost level 4. As bot lane, the Apathy getting caught out here. He will be okay, though.
Not quite blocked off, so they'll be doing fine. But yeah, but that Beastmaster's an offlaner generally, so he isn't really necessarily used to getting that much experience, but he is used to not getting too many CS, and even that is working relatively well in his favor. 9 CS as opposed to 15 of the Phantom Lancer is quite good for this kind of situation, so They are getting ahead there. They're getting ahead in this bottom lane with the Mirana getting pretty much free farm, even leaving the Bane to do something else, to go back to base right now, pick up his boots, and then
she's
come
gonna
back.
be going straight for Ring of Aquila, it looks like.
Oh, meanwhile,
so.
yeah. And the middle lane is the only thing that didn't really come off to a good start for the HellRaisers, but they're starting to come back. You're only 14 last hits on Tiny as opposed to 7 of the Queen of Pain. Barrage, this is the point where he has to be careful, because anytime he gets close, he will just receive a combo here with the Avalanche Toss, and that is a lot of harassment.
Yeah, Avalanche Toss can pretty much insta-give most heroes up to about level 7 or 8. At which point it starts falling off in terms of damage just because heroes get tankier. Shashlo a little bit out of position there, but he does manage to get back under his tower.
And that last tank build that he had enables him to cut down one of these trees to actually get back to safety. Otherwise, October John would have actually been in range to finish him off. But hey, there's the turnaround. Shashlo comes in, got them linked up with him. Do they have any lockdowns? Doesn't look like it, but do they need it with all the slows as well as the burst? Medpump will fall. And Phantom Lancer, all thing you can do is just leave his body to die. That's the problem with this kind of a dual lane. You don't really have any sort of way to control anyone, and at least with Wisp you do have that slow. Also, not even mentioning the balls from the Beastmaster doing a really tremendous job with that.
Yeah, and Beastmaster is still holding on to these 2 tangos thanks to the bottle charges Goddamn was able to give him. And here comes that Avalanche Toss combo. It doesn't quite finish him off though. Queen of Pain managing to live here.
Yeah, but just so hard
nice
still, Barrage. I mean, he can't really get too close because there's also some extra movement speed here if Gotham set that up, so even that kind of an area which they should be safe.
Is that Bottle Cry?
He should be.
Huh.
There it is.
Oh, here we go. Or he's just gonna walk back.
Yep.
I mean, it's fine. He's gonna have gold for a TP, and he did realize actually, with this ward up here, that Bane was coming into the mid lane, and he just wanted to get out of the lane right then, so standing there and bottle crowing, not having your bottle for a bit, and possibly getting killed could have been disastrous, whereas just walking back to base wastes the Bane's time as well, so...
at the same time, still a Queen of Pain that's being shut down really, really hard, and Earthshaker is not really having the impact that he's been looking for. I mean, sure, he managed to grab them these first 2 kills, but is that really going to be enough to offset the disadvantage that Barrage is going to be ending up with now?
Yeah, and Tusk has been almost forced out of XP range, like he's actually in the off lane on this bottom lane, just because of the fact that Mirana Bane can kill you.
Oh yeah.
Just Arrow, Nightmare, well, other way around, but it's really easy to get kills with that combo. Now
Shashlo
is going to grab that Barash.
There's a Fission Block here, nicely done. Shashlo should be dying. Is there any sort of rotation? No, they're just leaving him for dead. But there's 4 heroes up top here for PRIES to make this happen. And it's just more space in middle lane. Poshka, he's in this though. He snagged up that rune, and now Barrage comes back as a little bit of a lot of burst. And they did not see that coming here with the Tusk coming, providing that extra bit of control. And Alpha Ninja, one more right click will do it. Not with the stick charges. He eats a tango, but he's kind of ran himself into a little bit of a pickle. But Barrage dies to the burst from the toss as well as the tower, so at least making them work for the HellRaisers, giving us some interesting plays here.
Yeah, and Shashlo up top, he had 2 tangos. Of course, he could have popped that and gotten enough mana
there's
for
the
a roar,
Rod.
but it wouldn't have come out of anything yet.
It's being slowed down as well from the ball, and there's Goddamn with the extra bit of help to ensure the kill. So very nicely done, just getting something else off the map. Meanwhile, this bottom lane still free farm for Mirana.
Yeah, I really like the way Shashlo's playing here. He's being very conservative with his mana. I've rarely seen him at less than half mana in this lane. And usually with Beastmaster, you rely on spamming out those axes to get last hits, and Silencer can really pressure you to kind of blow your mana on stuff that may not be that useful. And Shashlo's just paced it out very well. He's kept a level head about it. So Meanwhile, Tiny's going to be mid alone for a moment, and they're looking to do something here.
They just have to get in close for a fissure, but without a Sonic Wave, you're lacking a lot of that burst component that you really need up against a Tiny, because even at this point, he is almost 1200 health points with the Dreads. Meanwhile, top though, oh hell no. They do get the Tusk. Not quite sure how that's happened, but Dr. Vajan, he's out of mana and has to try and run away. Will be able to tank some vision now, goddamn. Taking a lot of damage from the creeps, as well as a couple of these illusions, but Phantom Lancer... Oh wow,
Whoa.
what's happening here?
What?
Buyback from him? Parash dies to leap up from Marana? Oh my god.
Mirage, there was an arrow fired at him, but a creep got hit by it,
Okay.
I think. At least Marana said out of my way, so that's what I was assuming.
There's action all over
That
the
was-
place. My poor voice.
But it looks like Mipashka may look to go in here. He's been spotted by the boar.
Yeah. He won't surprise anyone here, and yeah, goddamn, also still very low. It's kind of really lucky that Phantom Lancer didn't actually have enough mana for another lance, or else that Wisp would have been a collateral kill there, but it was not to be. HellRaisers.
Just a little bit of animal cruelty going on as he punches the boar.
Oh well. Why, man? Why? Peter will be so sad. But yeah, they're putting on pressure now on this tower. They even dragged the creeper along, so it's essentially a double wave with like 4 range creeps bashing away. This charge alone can't really do anything about this roar or not, so they're just gonna let this go. It's kind of inevitable at this point, but they got more than enough out this lane for the Beastmaster. We of course already saw him use this roar. He's at level 7,
Now,
almost 8 right now.
I'm assuming PRIES wants to keep up this pressure, mainly because PL has picked up a Vlad's, and that's going to give you a 5 armor aura against what's mostly going to be the physical damage of Beastmaster's axes. That's going to be very, very useful early on. Beastmaster, though, is really wanting to push. He's going for that Necronomicon.
Yep.
And, not really sure what Marana's game plan is right now, but she's going to... barely missed that arrow.
Where was it, mid? On Barash? Yeah, okay.
It was, over here. Queen of Pain just blinked
Okay,
up. Fine.
okay. Well, first Moonlight Shadow of the game, not really doing too much.
Oh! Actually, it's getting Afro Ninja some movement in mid. He'll throw the Sonic Wave, but Afro Ninja will still secure the kill.
Oh, that's a turnaround.
That's
Maybe
coming in with a
Tusk.
snowball.
To relocate out is there in time, and they can potentially turn this around. They're not in range of the tower, but they're in range of Car, who does
They
have
do
another
have combo,
vision.
though.
Oh, it's gonna be quicker here, and they bring him back. They do get the toss avalanche onto Mipashka. Don't quite bring him down, but at least chase them off. As the apathy also joins the party, got them quite low on health after the burst. The apathy gets a little bit lucky there, I guess, being pushed into that particular tree area, so they will be safe. So nice gambit there, turning around and
Yeah, and nice escape there.
Yeah,
HellRaisers
that's
just buying time with that fountain and knowing that, okay, they're all going to be here. Get some extra heroes in the lane and we'll be fine.
yeah, absolutely.
Radiance.
I do find it strange, though, that Wisp still has no boots. He's gone for Bottle Urn before boots here. And with Queen of Pain being able to run you down, same with Phantom Lancer and Tusk, I guess they're not extremely necessary, because even if you have boots, they're still going to catch up to you.
Yeah, that's
It just... I'd like to see them, you know?
there's very few heroes that can really get away with no boots. Wisp is one of them in certain situations, and this is definitely one of them. So, and that allows you to just to go all out in the region, and you're gonna be linked up with either Tiny or anyone else for the most part anyway, and use them as a screen essentially. So you don't really have to run away. If it gets to a point where you have to run away as a Wisp at this stage in the game, you already lost the fight, and at that point it doesn't really matter. That's a relocate though.
Relocate.
It's gonna go on to Medpalm. He is spotted out by something. I guess the Hawk here.
The bird.
And that is
Yeah.
a really, really good combination to have. Just the Hawk.
Oh, but
which
meanwhile
you
in the
can never
bot lane,
expect it.
we're actually going to see a Starstorm, a Brain Sap, and one right-click take down the Tusk. Earthshaker will go down, but Queen of Pain able to bring down the Marana in exchange. Bane just nightmaring up Queen of Pain and saying, I'm getting out of here. So, non-stop action once again here.
Simultaneously as well. It's really hard to keep up sometimes. But yeah, 3-for-1 trade at the end of it all. PRIES actually getting the upper hand, all things considered, because Barash, as well as the Phantom Lancer, get quite a bit of gold off of that Marana kill. It was quite highly farmed, but yeah, that's the problem that I see for the HellRaisers. Even though they're now starting to take objectives here with the Stackerbook on Charger, even though they're starting to do quite well again on Afro Ninja as well, and Afro Ninja as well as the Marana. There's still a Phantom Lancer that's farming it, right? He does have the Blats already, so that's gonna give him some much needed sustain. And then
Not to mention a Yasha.
hello.
Avatos.
There's a global sign coming out,
able
but
to
they
escape.
Barrage with a 3-man Sonic Wave. Bhakta John comes in, still under cover of the global signs. They're all still alive somehow, but that's going to end soon. 3 heroes down, only for the price of the Tusk. Excellent global signs, excellent reactions, and really well timed.
A beautiful Sonic
Bhakta
Wave.
John. That as well. Hits 3 heroes there.
Yeah.
From the backline.
That's
not the
2k
easiest
gold
goal.
on Queen of Pain right now.
What's she
Well,
gonna
not
go
anymore,
for?
but yeah.
Alright.
Probably going to go for the Ags. As much as they want to fight, Ags is going to be amazing here.
Yep.
So, The Apathy, it looks like he's working on a Glimmer as well.
Yeah, it's probably the best item that you can go for, especially as a Bane. Just
yeah.
The Global Silence
unless you're just loaded.
Yeah. Global Silence will still drop you out of your ultimate, so it's not really that good for that, or even a Fissure or something like those lines. But okay, there's a Fiend's Trip, and they'll relocate. Hello, that's just sneaky. The Apathy was just standing inside there, just waiting for someone to come by. It's only Miposhka, but now they might find someone else. Card lifts it up into the air and will be bursted down here. And to relocate back out. That was very
That was 2 kills for 1 relocate.
Yeah.
It was just... I mean, efficiency at its finest here. And HellRaisers, they may have lost 2 players recently, but they seem to be just fine.
Yeah. Still some talent here between these players, especially if ENG got down there. Pretty damn strong when it comes to that. And looks like they're now setting up for Roshan. They do have the Necro Creeps here, they do have the arrow to help them out a little bit. Do they have the damage? It looks like it. For us, Tiny. Being quite nice in the damage department here with only 1 level up in this ultimate.
Not to mention that level 1 Necrobook. I mean, it's only a 3 or a 5% speed bonus, but it's enough to do something. And with that and 1 point in Inner Beast, it's a good bit of attack speed to help them out. So they may not have a medallion, but they do have enough damage to take it down. And Mirana appears to be going for Maelstrom. Bit old school, but so is the core Mirana pick.
Yeah. Core Mirana is very... It's not really ideal in most circumstances. Oh, hang on, the Apathy. Getting Snowball up top here. Barrage is there as well. That should be an easy pickup. He gets the... he's making a fight for it here. Having to use the ultimate without an Aghanim Scepter just for the Bane kill on a tier 2. That's a win on itself for HellRaisers there. They will probably lose the tower, but they're going to trade, and ENG has have the wits behind them if they want to relocate. But there's no one else.
This Tiny already has Blink Drums, so he's got the mobility he needs to get these kills. It's going to be very easy for him to kind of snowball into an Aghanim Scepter. And at that point, HellRaisers have push. Like, they have no worries about push. With the Beastmaster's aura and his small army that he's building now that he's picking up level 2 Necrobook, it's going to be no trouble for them to just tear down towers very quickly.
It's going to be a problem for them if they keep losing their towers, though. I mean, that's a tier 2 for tier 1 exchange, essentially. With a little bit of farm going the way of, I think, Mirana here outside the middle lane. Do HellRaisers really walk away the winners here, or do you think they should have contested that instead of going for the trade?
I think they can afford to lose towers just because of their late game push potential. They have, like, the global presence of IO, the escape from Mirana ulti as well as relocate. They've got options in the late game to push, so losing a tower here and there is not the worst thing in the world. Of course, you want to avoid it, but...
They might lose some more heroes as well, as Tiny and Wisp are setting up on the high ground, even without a relocate, so you have that available as an escape tool if you need it. They might need some more help, because the entirety of PRIES' lineup is down here in this general area. Barrage dropping quite low. If there's a Hog, they're spotting that out. It could be potentially devastating, and there it is, it's on the way. Will get sniped off though by some nice eye shots. Tusk has been on point for that, so Miposhka always trying to find these. Whenever he sees these Hawks running about, he always throws the eye shots out, just to make sure to deny the vision, which is so crucial up against the Beastmaster, plus a Wisp relocate.
Even at max level, that Hawk, if you see it coming, you can kill it. It's no problem at all. So, and Beastmaster about 300 gold away from level 3 Necrobook, and I think that's going to be HellRaisers' time when they say, okay, now is the time to push. We can hit these towers hard. Tiny's still a little ways to go on the Ags, but that's almost luxury for ENG here. With the way he's playing, he just wants to get kills.
Yep. It's very interesting. I mean, sometimes you see Tinies just go for the treads and then into Axe. Sometimes even with the blink before, but the jumps as well. Just make sure, hell no, that's a dead Earthshaker Axe or no Axe.
Yep.
And that's exactly what the blink does for you. Even with the Wisp, you kind of want that anyway, regardless whether you want to go for a quicker Axe or not. That's a global silence, so I'm not quite... There we go, that's a fight. They do get the Bane only for it, though. And that is super worth it here. HellRaisers will be very, very confident in pushing down this tier 2 now with that big ultimate on cooldown.
Yeah, it's like they just really hate Bane. Because they've used a Sonic Wave on him without Ags, so it's like a 2-minute cooldown there. Then you use Global Silence on pretty much just a Bane. And sure, it secures a kill, but if you're a support, you're happy to die there. You're just like, okay, whatever. They wasted 2 big ults on me. and got nothing else for it, basically.
Relocate.
There is going to be a relocate up top.
Ah, they do get the arrow onto Barashi and toss forward, plus the blink. They do get that. Nice little snipe there from Yamaha. He's kind of caught inside a tree line, it looks like, but he will be able to leap out in 20 seconds. Very nice snipe out there. Oh, bottom lane, what's going on here?
Did you see that escape?
I did. Goddamn. I didn't quite, but I got the tail end of it.
Shoshlow's standing nearby, and as soon as the relocate comes in, he just tethers out, and there was almost no time for PRIES to react.
Yeah, it looks like HellRaisers kind of running circles on PRIES at this point. It took them a while to kind of get used to how they're playing, how aggressive they're playing. But now they're at a point where HellRaisers can almost sense what PRIES wants to do, and then just do the exact thing that they need to stop that from happening. They group up when PRIES is looking for pickoffs, and they do get pickoffs themselves when PRIES is just distributing themselves too much, relying on their mobility to get out, but then they're just being outplayed. Nicely placed arrows here, good relocates there. That's exactly how you want to play a Mirana lineup as well as a Wisp lineup.
Yeah, and they're hitting their item timings perfectly. I mean, Wisp is almost to a mech at this point.
Yep.
And he's just picked up a casual belt of strength here just to, well, keep his pants up, I guess. But it's going to keep him alive. It's going to give him those extra stats that he really needs. Because, in all honesty, Wisp doesn't need that much mana, especially with mana boots up. So just grabbing this casual belt is going to give him more than enough health to survive in these team fights, I think.
Yeah, definitely should, unless he's being focused on by like the Phantom Lance or something. And Bogdanovic, he does have the Refusal Blade. He's still top farm in this game, funnily enough. Here, also owed to the fact Tiny does not have the Magnum Scepter just yet, so his farm rate isn't all that ridiculous. But is that really going to be enough for Phantom Lancer, right? Yes, only one target that you can really lock down or blow up in a reasonable amount of time. And then, even then, if that target has so much more health than mana, like a Beastmaster even, then you're all of a sudden you're missing out on a lot of damage. I mean, one of the nerfs to the Phantom Lancer was the stat gain as well. And believe it or not, that starts stacking up because the illusions are also not benefiting from that extra agility that he's missing now. So himself, he's hitting less, his illusions are hitting less, and that's adding up on this kind of hero as well.
Yeah, and
they're smoked up now, looking for Goddamn, they will blow him up. There's a global science even once again. I don't really agree. And
again, they use two big ults to pick off a Wisp. Queen of Pain does have Ags now, but still, the one ult then. And you get a Wisp for it. I'm sure Wisp is just sitting there like, so what?
Yeah, I mean,
my carry is farming. We are fine, team. Don't worry.
Wisp still is getting close to that mechanism as we were talking about. So, and Wisp, as long as you have your level 6, any def you can do to create space is like, all right, whatever. It's a Wisp. No one cares.
This Wisp still has 5 kills and 4 assists, though. So he is doing some work.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, they will roar the PL, and PL is dead.
So quick, yeah, after the Moonlight Shadow. That's used for pick up
they don't
now.
only have the Nightmare to set up the arrow, they have Toss. If it's tossed straight up in the air, well, you'll land that arrow most of the time. And of course, you have the lure, which...
Yeah, it's just another instant pickup here. Relocate down to the bottom lane. Now that is pushing in. All of a sudden, Priest 2 heroes down. One of them is the highest farmed hero, and the other one is the big tempo controller in team fight. So that'll be at least a tier 2 going down to drain. HellRaisers, they get the objectives after any sort of pickups, and they're utilizing the fact, they're abusing the kind of liberal use from the global stance here for Metpom. Sonic Wave comes out, not doing too much after Ninja. Of course, he's being constantly healed up by Gotham, and this tower already down. That's an axe on a Tiny. When did he complete that? Must have been a while ago because he already has 2,700 gold again.
He completed it at 20 minutes. I thought you caught it, so I didn't mention it.
Yeah.
Plus, I've been harping on about items this entire cast. I'm just like, yeah, and such has this. I definitely have depth to my casting here, Dragon Drop Kappa.
Oh well.
And there's the mech. So 1,600 to Guardian Greaves at 22 minutes. This is the support dream. Okay, you have 3 sources of healing now, and then a wand. Not to mention, you've got a little bit of a luxury belt at this point.
Yep. Well,
The only downside is he doesn't have a slot for TP.
Oh, well, do you really need the TP, right? I mean,
you've got relocate.
You've got relocate, so it's...
Just get your refresher. Yeah. Infinite TPs, we're good.
But yeah, PRIES are definitely feeling pressure now. They're smoked up inside their own base, trying to look for something. HellRaisers at the point where just splitting up a little bit, trying to get the farm that they need, or that they want, essentially.
And they just parked this bird in the pit, just saying, okay, when Roche comes up, we take Roche, easy.
Bane has his Glimmer Cape, Mirana working on
there is the smoke.
Mental Star, it looks like. But yeah, if they can reap the rewards of that and get Alpha Ninja, that would be great. Of course, he's sitting at very high net worth, going into the Stalker Rush now. They do out them first global signs again, and yeah, Tiny does have TP scroll, and he gets out just before the Fisher comes out once again. I have to question the decision to just blow that without having enough intelligence to know where everyone else is.
This is me playing Silencer drag and drop. Like, this is the stuff I do. It's not a good thing.
I can't agree, knowing how you play. But yes.
Hey guys, an isolated hero. Let's press R. Wait a second. Should I have done that?
That is a 130-second cooldown for Wisp. That's a hero that's a throwaway hero at this point.
I mean, he is quite farmed.
Yeah, no.
But wouldn't you want to kill off the Mirana or the Tiny? Or like take a big team fight with it?
It's just
because if they don't have their abilities, they can't kill off Phantom Lancer. But HellRaisers are kind of engaging in a way that says, okay, we're only sending 1 or 2 heroes into the fight at a time. And then Silencer kind of has to go for these mediocre ults. Yeah. And now look, they're going to go group up. But they're going for Roche at a time when Roche has just spawned, first of all. Not to mention, Silencer doesn't have global. So what are they going to do?
Yeah, they can't do anything. I mean, I think
they
big part of it is just...
They're coming.
Yeah, I think big part of it is actually just the lack of aggressive vision. They have some wards up onto... hang on, there's a smoke. And there's Goddamn blowing up after the Moon's Jet comes out. Kato gets hit with an arrow, Shadow got in front of it. He does not get his ultimate off just yet. Now the dust comes out, revealing absolutely everyone. But wow, Mirana and Alpha Ninja, they're just going ham. Barrage caught with the Nightmares. 3 heroes already fell. And 3 heroes gather up around, and that should be dead. Queen of Pain, maybe? He tried to teleport out. That is hopeful. That is just very hopeful. 4 for 2 trade. Roshan still in the pocket.
Not to mention a full AC for Tiny.
Full AC. Oh man, that's coming out in the career right now. This is where the game gets really hard. It took him
5 minutes to farm a whole AC. That's like 1,000 gold per minute at the moment. Of course, through the whole game, he's averaging 630, but...
Oh, only 630?
Still.
Wow. Scrub.
It feels like more than that.
It does indeed, and now these racks are in peril. I mean... There's no back to region. There's a glyph to try and delay this a little bit. Queen of Pain can buy back if they really want to defend us, but it's already too late. The main barracks are down, and now HellRaisers forced them to buy back. They will walk themselves out of there and might lose the apathy. But the Glimmer Cape will ensure his safe retreat. So,
I mean, I don't think the apathy really cares about dying at this point.
Yeah, probably. It looks like they want to make something happen here. Look at how they're hiding Alpha Ninja. In the trees up there. Mirana's being spotted out. From the tower vision, I guess? No. After he shows himself, he got caught outside of the space. Gets a snowball off though, and there's a nicely timed global silence. Alpha Ninja isolated from the rest of the scene. But the Glimmer Cape will not be stopped, and he still has his Aegis, and he's still even alive with a mechanism from Gotham. And the heal's coming, yeah. Silencer dies on the backlines here as Mirana goes to town. And yeah, Tusk made himself a nice little arena, but no one else dies just yet inside of PRIES. But they've used all of their spells. I mean, obviously Queen of Pain ultimate, very low cooldown with that axe. Earthshaker though, still doesn't have that Echo Slam. He used it in Roshite. And the Global Silence once again. This was well timed, but it's already too late in the game. You've already given up too much. Not finding these big fights before.
They've got so much attack speed on Tiny. Like, even without Beastmaster and the Necronomicon near him, he's at like a half a second per attack. When Beastmaster and pops his Necronomicon and walks right up to him, he does so much more damage. Now, he may get caught out here, but he's got the Blink, the Aegis, and the Relocate back to the fountain.
Yeah. Do they want to turn this around?
Kill them.
Yeah, the Apathy and Charge, they're still hanging around. They want this kill. They bring him back. most likely Barrett still staying in front, and yeah, better blink out there. And now they're on the run. Miposhka caught with a nightmare, and that'll be the desired target for them. They get the snowball off. The apathy cut on front lines here. The roar comes out onto the Queen of Pain, though. That's what they were looking for. Okay, we'll keep him safe for the time being. Tiny alone does not quite have enough damage, but there gets the avalanche off, swings his axe, and that's 2 heroes, but nice little Echo Slam in the back, gets himself double kill on that Earthshake with Alpha Ninja. That was only his Aegis. They used like 2 buybacks already at least.
Yeah, and Io's even bought back to try and make his way into the fight.
And now the snowball being forced out. With 2 heroes inside of it, Alpha Ninja just starts swinging after the avatars, and Miposhka is that card as well. One more swing is all it'll take there. We'll have a gem somewhere. Yeah, on Shashlo, and yeah, that's a GG.
Good lord.
That Tiny is just way too huge. They did not account for him.
Deso. Just like the BM Deso there at the end, just like, yeah.
This is just
I didn't kill your towers fast enough, so let's get a little more negative armor.
This is purely to mess with the stats, guys. Because they're just on Dota now.
I can join you for like the first half of the next game for sure.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Since this one was quick.
Wow, yeah, what a game, man. So much aggression. So much kills all over the place, simultaneous kills wherever you look. My camera work was abysmal, as you would expect in these kind of games. But
I mean, it's tough to keep up at that point.
It is definitely an enjoyable match here. HellRaisers fans are gonna get more enjoyment out of this than PRIES fans, I would imagine. But hey, they're not out of it just yet. This is the best of 3, so stick with us, and we'll be hopping into game number 2 in just a few moments.